Welcome to Mailbag, where I spend my money so you don't have to spend yours. If it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button and on the bell icon to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoy it. Oh, what's in here? It's pretty heavy, so I think it's pretty safe to go deep with a knife. Okay. It is this. It's stuck to it, I think it is. That is an extension shaft for my microscope, so I can actually set the height really high now. So I've got some little short extensions which I showed previously. Maybe a previous mailbag might be part of the beginning of this one, I don't know. It depends how I split the footage up. I did it, I think it's the last lot of mail I did is in there. And those little short ones, I think they were 2 inches or something like that. So this is a long extension, so I can actually set my microscope height really high and get a really broad coverage of my circuit board and a big zoom level, so gives me more options, which is great. Just as you can see, it's got a threaded end on there, and this end is also going to be threaded. Yes, it is. So you can just keep on extending them. Yeah, anyway, I also don't think I need to go any higher than this. This should be ample. Well, I've got a pretty good idea what's in here. There's actually 2 items, which is why I've got a pretty good idea what's in it. Let's open this up. It's not wonderful packaging. It's bubble wrap, but the corners usually aren't that well protected in bubble wrap. It tends to blow it straight away. So if it's been dropped or hit anything on the corner, it could be a problem. But hopefully it hasn't happened. So as you can see, we have a MacBook. No hard drive because I can hear the flex flapping around. It's a 13-inch and the screen looks really nice. Yeah, it's not bent or anything, it feels flat. The top screen looks really good condition actually, that looks really good. There's a little ding just there, really minor. A couple of little dents in the casing. I don't know what's wrong with it, I don't remember. Let's plug a charger in and see what's going on with it. Let's just get the right charger. Let's see if it turns on, shall we? I'll be surprised, but you never know. See what the light does. We have a green light, so it's got some kind of life. Got an orange, so it's trying to charge a battery, so it's a good sign. Will it turn on? It does. It powers up, you have a screen. I wonder what's wrong with it. So far it's not looking like much. See if it comes up the question mark. Trackpad feels good, it's clicking nice. It takes a little minute or so for the question mark folder to come up. So as long as I get that, at least I know it's getting to that state. I just can't find a hard drive. I might just need a new drive put in it. Don't know. There we go, question mark. So yeah, it can't be too seriously bad because it's getting that far, and it has a battery which is charging, so all good. That's that one. Let's see what the other one looks like. Right. Okay, bottom looks nice. Top looks pretty good too. Only a very slight ding just here and a little slight one there. Hardly even noticeable. Screen looks excellent as well. No obvious dings. Trackpad's good. So it's another 13-inch obviously, so we'll check that 13-inch charger on, see what happens. Have a green light. No orange light, so either there's no battery or the battery's no good. Oh, boop. Okay, that is a bad RAM sound. That's bad RAM. So, most likely bad RAM. So that may not be much of an issue. Obviously there's no charging your battery though. Let's open it up and have a little look, shall we? See what's going on in there. Won't take long. So this is the last, I think it's the last MacBook I've purchased recently. I don't have any more on my watch list. I'm not going to be purchasing any more for a little while until I've actually got through the ones I've already got and fixed them up and sold some on, that sort of stuff. Recouped some of the cost I've expended so far trying to buy things to work on. It's expensive doing this stuff, so I want to try and get some money back out of it. If I can get some machines I can resell, that'd be great. There we go, bad RAM. Sure enough, that's why. Popped out. Battery is there, plugged in. There you go. There's the hard drive stuff. So it's actually there, just not installed. Let's just screw that down. It's not flopping around everywhere. Okay. Well, that's all right. Just look and see if I can see a board number. No signs of liquid damage or anything. So that's a RAM. Obviously it's popped out, so that'd be why it was not happy about it. So battery is obviously not happy with. Just pop it back in, just in case. We'll try it again. No signs of liquid damage. RAM probably just came out in shipping. Try again. Oh, still not happy with the RAM. Okay. Let's see if I can solve this problem. Maybe it's not the right RAM. Maybe it's bad RAM. Got mismatched RAM, certainly. It's one of these Apple Original. 2GB PC3 10600. That's not the right one. 4GB. They're mismatched, different speeds. That may not be good. I've got some other RAM here, which I believe is original RAM. We have a different machine, but it should actually work. I just want to see if this can actually fire up. You have fan spin. Still beeping. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not RAM then. Might be a supply issue. Maybe the supplier which runs the RAM has got a problem. Okay, that's a good project to work on later on. It's not the RAM. Let's see what's in here. Interesting packaging. Okay. Right. Ah, excellent. Right. More chargers. So these actually got Apple logos on them, so I believe they are original. These are 20 volt chargers, so that's this 85 watt charger. That's the MagSafe 2. So is that one. Okay, I need to get some. I thought I'd purchased some MagSafe ones. And what's this one? That's another MagSafe 2. Right, so a whole bunch of MagSafe 2 chargers now. Yeah, I need some MagSafe ones. Well, that's annoying. Alright, what's in here? Well, I think I've got a good idea. Cut. Right, so I've got this Electrolube stuff, which is, it's not lubricant, it is thermal transfer compound. Even comes with a plunger, which is handy because I need that probably for this one. Might be better for that. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway. Cool, so I was almost running out of that stuff, so I've got some more now. I'm sort of running on the last dregs of the last one I bought, which is, well, the last Electrolube one I bought, which is about 20 years ago, which is here. You can see I've had this like on the last little bit, but yeah, this has been good thermal transfer paste, so I've got some more of the same brand. A couple more things here, let's see what these are. This is 20 ICs, by the looks of it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yep, be 20. So what the hell are they? Yeah, well, I need a microscope for that. It's pretty small text. I can almost read, but not quite. These are MacBook parts anyway. I've basically purchased a whole bunch of things because I had a, I'll show you again. This board here failed and it's potentially taken out a whole bunch of circuitry, so I just bought a whole bunch of chips which it may have affected. I want to try and recover it. I've also got some scrapped boards as well now, so some parts boards. So I'm hoping that I can actually recover that board because it was working well before that. Ah, right. Feet. MacBook feet. Okay, so I've got a few packets on there. Right, so these are pretty much just, they've got a little locating, you can probably see it there, little locating dimple on them, and I think there's a self-adhesive, I'm not sure. I think they probably are, and that sort of clips through a hole in the bottom of the casing as well. These often fall off or break, and it's very common to not have them on the MacBooks when you get them. So I'll get a bunch of them, and then I've got some stock, won't I? Well, no, I've got a few which actually need feet on. This box is a little bit big. I could change lenses on the camera, but that won't help a lot. We'll just see a bit more of the box. So I'm going to open this up. I think I know what's in it anyway. Right. Yes, plenty of padding in here. So, okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. Maybe. There we go. I'll just do this. It's ultrasonic cleaner. Now this looks, I think this actually looks very similar to one that Ian Scott Johnson did recently in one of his videos. It looks very similar. Now this is a 9 litre ultrasonic cleaner. Now I had to get this particular size purely because of the dimensional size of this circuit board. Right? So this is a 17-inch MacBook Pro. This is currently the biggest board I work on, and in order to get this board into an ultrasonic cleaner you need a large size, and all the other ones have just been the wrong dimensions. You don't actually need 9 litres of fluid. You don't need like a litre or 2, right? Don't need much, but you need the dimension to fit the thing in there in the first place. So yeah, it's for that. But we've got different ones, and the 9 litre one was actually cheaper than the 6 litre one. They had a special on, so it worked out about $15 cheaper or something than the smaller one. The 6 litre would have done it. 6 litre was big enough, but because the 9 litre was cheaper, I thought, well, it made sense, didn't it? So it's a 300 by 240 by 150. Right, that's the dimensions. So length, width, height. So this one here, even the 6 litre one would have been big enough to actually do what I wanted. I need to be, I think, like 25 by 15 really. Height didn't really matter so much. This is rated at 200 watts, heating power 300 watts. So 200 watts of ultrasonic power. And I could actually get a cheaper one from a weirdly is an auto parts store over here in this country, and they've got one here cheap. It's like 160 bucks or something, and it's actually big enough to fit the board in, just if it's not got rounded corners, which I think it does have slightly rounded corners. It's only 160 bucks, so it's like a quarter of the price of this. It didn't have great reviews, people were saying that it didn't last and they broke, so I got one of these ones instead. I mean, yeah, these cheap ones are known for having bad power supplies failing. I mean, that's okay, I could have repaired that, but you know, I shouldn't have to be fixing it, and I'd rather not take a risk and get something of a slightly better quality. So we'll see how this goes, because it's got a drain tap on these as well. The cheaper one didn't have a drain tap. There's no way of obviously emptying it out once you filled it. so I'm not going to unpack this now because it's just too hard. You can see what it's like. It's an ultrasonic cleaner. Alright, so this is for cleaning boards, which I've been wanting to get one of these for ages, and I didn't want to spend that kind of money. I didn't want to spend 1,500 bucks on one, which is what I'd seen previously. And I recently found a supplier over here in my country, not that far away from me, who sells lots of electronic servicing type equipment, and they even sell deoxit, so I can actually buy some deoxit now, which is brilliant. It's the first time I've seen it sold over here. They've got the best prices I've seen for these particular items. So I was looking previously like 1,500 bucks, maybe $1,000 is the cheapest previous price I'd seen for a ultrasonic cleaner big enough to do these boards. This one was 500 and something, almost half the price, and it still looks like a reasonable quality. So, yeah, I got my dirty mouse mark. And here is another box. I wish I had the camera, the box wobbling. Let's see what's in here. I think I know what's in here too, but I'm not completely sure. So the box is a lot bigger than I think I expected it to contain. So. Yep, here's what I think it is. So it's another MacBook. Comes with a original charger, which is nice. What's this one? Oh, really well worn off. So 85 watt MagSafe 1 charger. So that's good. It comes with its own charger. One less I have to buy. And amongst all this packaging somewhere, there's a MacBook. So lots of packaging on the top. Yeah, bottom's not too bad I suppose. Got some stuff on the bottom there, but yeah, people always forget the bottom of the box. It's funny. Should have put some of these on the bottom, some of those on the top, sandwiched it. Anyway, can't complain. I certainly received them much worse than that. Right. Now, I don't remember what this one is. This is the last one I've been waiting for. This is the last MacBook of all the ones I've been ordering recently. I've actually lost count how many I've got so many. I've bought so many. How many have I got there? I've got 2 there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? Hold on, give me a second, I'm counting. It's not working too well. What? 12. I've got 12 here. I've got 2 more somewhere else. I've got 14 MacBooks now. Out of those 14, I have 4 working ones so far. So I've got 10, which I'm still working on. So this is obviously a 2008 because it's got this bottom casing on here. Uh, 15-inch, and look, it's got a missing foot. That's why I've got those other ones. Right, and the charge connector's looking a bit dirty. We'll try plugging this charger in. Let's plug the charger in that came with it and let's quickly test it and see what happens. I don't know what the story is with it. I don't remember. So I've been buying so many recently. A lot of them have been liquid damage stuff. So I'll plug that in. Hook up the charger, we'll see what happens. Nothing on the charger, no green light. This is quickly bit of a ding there, interestingly. Just like a bump just there, I can just see it. Anyway, let's give this a clean. Sometimes that's all it is. Get the in which way I've got to turn the thing. Right. This actually is, I've had about 3 MacBooks so far, and part of the problem has been this connector. Just give it a clean with a fiberglass brush and suddenly it gets a lot better. Right. I'll do the same on this end as well actually. Probably not looking the best. It's been around for a little while. Right, let's try again. But if it's got liquid damage then it could well be dead anyway. But nothing? Okay, well let's try a different charger, since it's an unknown charger. This is my own one, which I know works. Green light. Is it a bad charger? Orange light. It's charging a battery. It's trying to boot. It's booting. We have a screen. I don't even know if it's got a drive in it. It has a drive in it. Okay, let's see how far this thing goes. If it will boot right up, it might just be a bad charger. That'd be pretty funny. The fan's probably cleaning out too. Should put the cover off actually and pull the fans out, give them a clean. They always need cleaning. Okay, graphics changed, cool. The dedicated graphics is working. And we have a clean install. Well, that's surprising. How much did I pay for this thing? I'm not going to set up Wi-Fi or anything yet. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about setup, but obviously it's got a clean install on it. So, I don't know, maybe it wasn't actually a faulty one, maybe it's a good one I bought. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to bore you with it all. It's obviously a working computer. Right, let's see what's in here. Right, it says BGA direct heat transfer stencil. Yeah, anyway. A whole bunch of BGA stencils. Took a little while for these to arrive. As I've never done BGA reballing before, ever, not even once. I'm just sort of getting bits and pieces together because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to need for any kind of particular job I'm doing. All just square stencils, different pitches, different sizes, just a whole set basically, just various ones. So there's a good chance there that if I get a chip which needs reballing, I'll have something which will actually fit. Assuming of course it's got a grid layout for the balls, not some kind of weird offset layout like some devices do, where they'll stagger the pins. What's here? These are capacitors. .337A. I don't bloody remember what these are. I've ordered so many parts recently. Must be 330 UF. Yeah, it'd be 330 UF, 16 volt, I think. No, it can't be 16 volt. I don't know. Anyway, I have to figure out what the hell these parts are. I just don't bloody remember. Yeah, I've been buying too much stuff. Oh yes, that's right. Someone commented on my use of a toothbrush, and then this toothbrush here, when I'm cleaning circuit boards. Now, anti-static toothbrush. Well, actually, you made a good point. So I've got an anti-static brush now. So I purchased anti-static toothbrush. In theory, at least. Yeah, I don't know. So I use this for cleaning boards, I think. We've got hand grips on it in case you really want to give it a good scrub. But yeah, anyway. So again, there'll be links for this. So this one. Bubble wrap around screws. Anyway, it's a whole bunch of PCB screws, I think. I think there's a PCB screws for MacBooks. They look like PCB screws. It could be something else. Look a bit right for PCB screws. So I've just got a bunch of loads of spares, because sometimes you get a computer which has been messed with already and it's some of the screws are missing. I don't actually have any spares, so I've got some now. And what's this? Some more little parts. I've got no idea what they are. Absolutely no idea what these are. There's no markings. I've got no friggin' idea. That's helpful. I could at least put a bloody part number on it. Great. I would tell you about these, but I don't know what they are. And I can't see any way of determining what they are because I can't see any markings. See what's in this box. Electronic hot plate. I purchased this for the whole GPU replacement thing on these 2915 and 2914 MacBooks, because they're a bit of a pain when the GPUs are no good and you have to replace them, and I'm yet to actually do one. 0.75mm, okay, not too bad. Illegal plug, yeah. Has a few tools as well. Some rather poor quality, maybe, tweezers. Yeah, these are just pressed tweezers. These are not good. It's a fake goat. Look, it's a GUI. Can you see that on there? GUI, not good. Yeah. Another one. Both got the same number, even though they've actually different tweezers. Funny. Right, and some little needle nose pliers, obviously, which, yeah, they might be handy. As long as they don't bend when you go to use them. Not quite sure why they need to supply those, but okay. Right, so they supplied the right version. So the idea of this, yeah, 225 version, cool. The idea of this is that you put a PCB on it and warm it up. So when you're working on it, you can get the PCB nice and warm first. Yes, of course, I'll just set it down on the front panel there. That clicks, that one doesn't. Weird. Right, Let's plug it in with the suspicious cable. We'll see if it actually works. See if it powers up. So what's this thing supposed to be? It's supposed to be 800 watts. That's what he reckons. It's a bit shiny, I'm afraid. Let's do that. Okay. Power on there. Power on here. Power on here. Oh, there we go. Maybe that switch is a little bit funny. So, okay, that's the set temperatures. Okay. What if that stops it? Yep, I'm full warmth. And it's gone off again. Let's hit this cable. Where's the plug? No. It's gone off. Let's try my own cable, just in case it's that, because I never trust these cables completely. It's not a great start for it though, is it, if I have to mess around trying to get the thing to even power on. Right. Yes, anyway, it's working now, so it must be a bad cable. Really doesn't surprise me, I have to say. No, it actually warms up quite quickly. That's not bad. Yep, it's not actually that temperature yet. It's getting there though. The plate's actually, it's not quite straight, see it? It's slightly wonky. It's like it's been hit in this corner here. It's been hit. Maybe that corner. Maybe it's just the way they do it. That's been hit too. It's been dropped more than once. Fucking hell. Anyway, so 100 degrees apparently. So we'll give it a little bit of time to sit there. Let's see. It's not 100 degrees yet. It's probably about 80. But yeah, it's been dropped a couple of times on the corners. Opposite corners. That's typical, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, hot plate, so you can make it easier to do the parts. Let's just try something. Here's a scrap board. So the idea is you put the board in there and it helps to heat the board up. So, you know, like if you've got a GPU to take off, like this one's already had taken off, you can use that to warm the board up more to make it easy to get it off. I just want to see how quickly that heat goes through the board. It's warming up. Give it some more heat. I'm not sure what temperature can go up to actually. That's 120. Good set to. Just go a bit higher. 150. Yep, there's heat coming through the board now. I can definitely feel it. Especially in this area, that's good. So the idea of this is to make it easier to desolder parts. Alright, that's the only reason. You know? It's not really travelling along the board, this bit over here is just cold at all, you know, completely off the side. GPU part's pretty warm around here, that's good. So, you know, it works. Obviously, you know, people say chuck them in the oven and stuff like that to warm them up, but hot plate will at least put the parts, it'll keep them warm as you're working on it too. You know, I could actually, if I really needed to, I could have the hot plate underneath it, warm it up to 150 or whatever, and that gives me a better chance of getting the part off more easily, because it's a smaller differential between the board and the part, so it's easier to heat it up. It takes much less effort, so that's why I purchased it. It wasn't that expensive, I don't think. I think this was about 200 bucks, I think, something like that. I'll chuck a link down below for this anyway. But yeah, it's definitely working. It's getting there. Heat's gradually coming up. Obviously, you've got to be careful about going too hot and melting plastic parts. You don't want to be doing that. Depending on the plastics, it could be, you know, 100 degrees is, you know, getting to borderline for plastics. But usually you can get a bit hot on that for short periods of time. But yeah, this is seems okay. So that's the plan, just to use that to make it easier to work on bits of chips like that. Let's find out what temperature we can actually go up to, shall we? 260, 350. 350 is the max, it looks like. Wow. Okay. Yeah, 350 is the maximum it can go up to, which is pretty hot. So you could use that for melting solder. Yeah, excellent. So apart from the dodgy cable I started off with, it seems alright. Let's just power it down and we'll try it again. Yeah, powered straight up to fine. And it's got this little cowl hole there. Put it at 350, shows it there. Various bits of manual there. Then it goes to Chinese. So there's not really much to learn about it. So let's see how to do calibration. So it's got a calibration option, but the manual doesn't tell you how to use it. So I thought let's try this cable out and see what's going on with this thing, with the which one that came with the hot plate. So let's just do the neutral first. There we go. Here's neutral. Bloody remember. No, it's the phase. Right, phase first. I know I've got about 1 ohm resistance in the leads themselves, so that's 1.2, 1.1, 1. It's looking alright actually, if I just stick it straight there. Lead resistance. Get a good spot. Yeah, about, you know, 0.6 ohms or so probably. Well, it's not too bad, it's less than half an ohm, or about half an ohm for that lead. That's not too bad. To the earth, about the same, less than half an ohm. That's alright, I suppose. Let's try the neutral. Okay, because that's the problem we had. Broken wire in the neutral. Yep, broken wire in the neutral, look at that. Brand new lead. So because that's really close to working, any loading on that will cause that to basically get really hot because it's high resistance. It might even arc inside and catch fire, so that's a plug which is going to be cut off. Let's do that now. That's no good. It's gone. Now let's have a look and see what we've got inside here. What quality is this cable? Let's find out. Feels a bit weak. Now you can see on the end there, the wires are all white. It's only the outer insulation which is coloured, which is not legal. And stripping, that's alright, the strip's okay, it feels alright. Yeah, so it's actually better than the last cable I looked at. It looks like it actually has copper. Yep, there is actually a copper cable. It bends. Does it twist? It twists. So these are actually copper wires. And it said 0.75 cable, so yeah, the only thing really is the fact that it's had that bad connection in this plug here, where it's obviously got some kind of issue there, and the fact that these aren't coloured all the way through, they're only coloured on the outer sleeve. Oh, focus. Focus. Look at the meter. So yeah, that's the only problem really, is that they're not actually coloured all the way through. It's supposed to be completely coloured right through, not just on the outer skin. But for flexes it may not matter, but I think it should be done that way. But quality wise I think it looks okay, so I think I'll actually keep this one. Let's just check the other resistance again. Now I've got this thing apart. Untangle everything. Let's check the neutral again, which is the one that's playing up. Yeah, so it's alright. So it's obviously just in that plug there. So I'm going to keep this as a nice little flying lead for when I'm doing mains connections on bits and things I'm testing on, which need like screw terminals on them or whatever. So I think the rest of it's okay for that, but obviously just have a bit of a design issue. Now it's also marked as 10 amps on the plug, and on this end as well it's also marked as 10 amps. Now this is a 0.75mm cable. 0.75mm is not going to carry 10 amps. Well, it will, but not well. It should be much larger size than that, but anyway, 0.75 is okay I suppose for low loads, but it's not actually a 10 amp cable. Again, watch out for the ratings.